History's spotlight often lingers on the north, but that's only half the story. Welcome to Cryptic Mystic Vault, where we unravel the secrets of ancient mysteries. The south, beyond the Vindhyas, was a crucible of power and innovation. Southern rulers weren't passive recipients. They were architects of their own destiny. Their empires thrived on trade, culture, and global connections. The Deccan, South's heart, saw dynasties rise like mountains, challenging the established order. The Chalukyas were among these titans, redefining what it meant to rule in India. They weren't just regional players. They were imperial forces, shaping the subcontinent. Their coins jingled in world markets. Their ports welcomed distant ships. They built, fought, and innovated, fostering a culture uniquely their own. To understand India, we must look south. The Chalukyas' story is a missing chapter in our national narrative. They changed the game of power, not just for the south, but for all of India. Let's journey into their world. Let's unveil the Chalukyas, forgotten architects of Indian history. Their legacy is waiting to be rediscovered. The true story of India is incomplete without them. Who are the Chalukyas? Their origins are debated. Some say Ayodhya, others point to Kannada roots. What matters is what they became. A new sun over the Deccan in the 6th century CE. They emerged in Karnataka, asserting themselves in a land of rival powers. The Chalukyas weren't content with minor lordship. They dreamed of empire. Their ambition ignited a fire that would illuminate the region. Their challenge was more than military. It was cultural and economic. While the north had Mauryas and Guptas, the Chalukyas offered a southern alternative. They proved imperial authority wasn't a northern monopoly. The Deccan could command and did. Their rise shifted the subcontinent's dynamics. They carved out an influential realm with armies that marched and navies that sailed. Their temples touched the sky and their courts resonated with poetry and learning. The Chalukyas were not just another kingdom. They were architects of Deccan identity. They stood as a formidable answer to the North's powers. A new center of Indian power had arrived. The true foundation was laid by Pulakeshin I, who declared independence around 543 CE. He chose Vatapi, Badami, as his capital, a strategic fortress among cliffs. His Ashwamedha sacrifice was a bold claim to sovereignty. Pulakeshin's vision set the dynasty's course, and his successors expanded their reach. The Chalukyan name began to inspire awe across the Deccan. Then came Pulakeshin II, the dynasty's most celebrated ruler. Ascending the throne around 610 CE, he transformed the kingdom into a mighty empire. His armies were victorious across southern India, subduing kings and chieftains. His greatest triumph defeating Harshavardhana of Kannauj at the Narmada River. This clash checked northern ambitions and established the Narmada as a boundary. The south had proudly checked the north. Pulakeshin II's victory cemented Chalukyan supremacy. Under his rule, the Deccan became a true imperial power. The Chalukyas' influence now stretched across the subcontinent. Their legacy was secured for generations. The Deccan had found its lion. The Chalukyan saga flows in 3 streams. First, the Chalukyas of Badami, pioneers who ruled from the 6th to 8th centuries, laying the Deccan's imperial foundation. Pulakeshin I and II shine in this lineage, their era marked by conquest and cultural blossoming. After the Rashtrakutas, the eastern Chalukyas of Vengi emerged, founded by Pulakeshin II's brother. They ruled coastal Andhra for nearly 5 centuries, focusing on trade and maritime power. Later, the western Chalukyas of Kalyani revived the dynasty's glory, dominating from the 10th to 12th centuries. Their capital, Kalyani, became a new center of power, resisting northern invasions and clashing with the Cholas. Each branch adapted to its region, but all carried the Chalukyan legacy forward. Together, they shaped 6 centuries of Deccan history. Their collective story is one of enduring influence. The Chalukyas fostered a diverse religious landscape. Hinduism, Jainism, and even Buddhism thrived under their rule. Their architectural genius is legendary. Badami, Aihola, and Pattadakal stand as testaments to their vision. Aihole became the cradle of temple architecture, where Nagara and Dravida styles mingled. Pattadakal, now a UNESCO site, displays their mature craft. Their rock-cut cave temples are marvels of devotion and artistry. Literature flourished in their courts. Kannada and Sanskrit works, poetic inscriptions, and intellectual vibrancy. The Chalukyas nurtured both regional and pan-Indian traditions. Militarily, they were innovators, with formidable armies and strategic fortifications. Their administration was efficient, dividing the empire into provinces for effective governance. They managed frontiers carefully, maintaining stability across a vast realm. This robust structure supported their cultural and political achievements. The Chalukyas left a legacy of creativity, tolerance, and power. Why are the Chalukyas often just footnotes? The spotlight favors the north, but their impact is profound. They shaped South India's political map, influenced temple architecture, and redefined north-south dynamics. Their victory over Harsha and their cultural achievements deserve far more recognition. The Chalukyas were a bridge between eras, not mere placeholders. They rose from chieftains to imperial masters, patronized art and learning, and left monuments that still inspire awe. Their saga enriches our understanding of India's past. Let us tell their story loudly and proudly. Let Pulakeshin, Badami, and Aihole resonate in our memory. The Chalukyas were not just a Deccan dynasty. They were an Indian dynasty that changed the game. It's time we let their light illuminate our history. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more explorations into the symbols that shape our world.